Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonair Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to show you a very free-to-play of our Enly team for Fey Meander Stage 5 versus our very first Fungal Mother boss fight. Alright, so this is a Season 2 video, to be clear. Our Season 2 boss is this Fungal Mother. Really cool. Yeah, kind of a similar idea as the Lady of Greeneries with lots of debuffs and whatever, but an interesting concept nonetheless, and we're going to show that in my video. So on day 1 of Season 2 going live, the first 3 stages of Fey Meander were open. On day 2, we had through 6, day 3 through 9, and now we have through 12 on day 4. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not crazy. We are on day 4, right? Yes, it's day 4. Okay. So I did this yesterday while on day 3. And while on day 3, that does mean we had Grave of Venom open. And to be honest, I'm already farming stage 5. Stage 6, I just get knocked out, but I'm already farming stage 5, so I already have some purple gear. But for the sake of this video, I'm only going to use blue gear because it's very easy. Right away, if you played through and like pushed your content to like kind of the max of what you can do every day, or even if you didn't, as long as you just farmed your energy and didn't waste it, you should be able to very easily clear stage 1 and 2, and probably even 3 of the Deadly Harpies. So waiting until you have some rare gear to make your heroes survive a little bit better is completely acceptable. You shouldn't be using common gear much after that. It goes very quickly with progression that you start getting better gear. Now, yeah, I have my lovely Drist at, oh wait, Inspiration 5. I have a fully booked Oster, fully booked Drist, fully booked Losenia. So pushing some of that content is a lot easier. But I wanted to do Fae with a very budget team. I'm talking rares, a common, and one epic that is extremely free to play. So no excuses for this boss. It's not as bad as you think. So one thing I'm going to mention, guys, that you should value really well is, which I kind of did a balance of, a little bit of resistance, but didn't really resist everything. But you can build your heroes with some resistance. Like, if you try to get some resistance chests on people and use consumables to get even more, or someone with an aura, like what I end up doing for my battle, and you try to resist some of the fungal whatever debuff it is. But I'll show that as well. But yeah, trying to resist the debuff is really helpful because it's a lot and you're gonna die quickly if you don't. But also the key for the battle is manualing it, not when you need to, making sure you're taking out the little spiderlings that get dropped or whatever the hell they are. But we're gonna I'm gonna show you the I can't remember the names of everything. I think they were spiderlings. And I'm going to show you the skills. We'll talk through that, and we'll talk through my battle, and we'll talk through the prep I did before going into the battle. But I'm gonna cut to my recordings of all of that. I did that yesterday. And yeah, just talk through the process and show you guys what I used. It's very easy. No legendaries, no epic gear, no legendary artifacts. I even dumbed it down to not use all of my fancy schmancy for legendary artifacts. I didn't even use those there. I just opted for other ones instead. So let's play it. But first, I actually went in for some preparation. We went over here to Sunrise Camp. I collected some yak milk. This is a really good tip. If you're looking to boost your stats and you can't quite get the gear, especially early on, make some consumables. So we're grabbing some yak milk. We're stealing some yak milk as well, because why wouldn't we while we're here? Let's steal some stuff from a merchant. Sorry, merchant. But we're also going to purchase from him as well. Purchase the any extra. And then there's fruit yogurt here too. There, that gives a little bit 15 and 15, so that's worth buying in case you just need a little boost of accuracy and resistance. But we're going to make the better version of the yogurt, so we're going to head to Aquatine. Head on over to Aquatine, grab some apples, pretty much is what we're going to do here. So there's some, you can gather some simply enough from the land, but there's also a merchant that's roaming around that we're going to pop over to and grab some more resources for even more consumables for that and for the future, which are really, really valuable for pushing the early game stuff, and even stuff like Fey Meander, you can use consumables, so why not? We're going to steal some apples, and here it is. We're going to steal what we're going to be using. Boom, the Aquatine yogurt, if we can get it. There it is, and we have it now, Aquatine yogurt. But let's get some more backup while we're here. Goat's milk is used with a lot of the stuff with resistance as well. I'm going to buy the nice legendary boost for the affinity I'm using, which is my cold heroes as my DPS. There's some really good stuff here, so I'm just going to buy those when I have the chance. And yeah, that's going to help us to cook. So we're going to put in 2 apples, 2 yak milk, and boom. We are making some Aquatine yogurt. And this is going to be a great resource for boosting your accuracy and resistance by 20. And early on, you don't need that much accuracy or resistance for any of these stages. But keep in mind, we are on season 2. So when it comes to early on, everything's a lot faster. We're already able to grind stuff we had to wait for. All right, now we have Groom in rare gear, crown. Usha with the eyeball. Loris with the banner. Corian with the candle, and Meredith with the mirror. All rare gear, as you can see. I'm going to click through real quick here so you can see the stats of everybody briefly if you want to pause on any of that. But Groom here has the resistance in all battles by 40, so even more resistance. Oh, sorry, Goom, not Groom. Goom, gum, Goom, gum. And yeah, let's take a look at this boss's skills before we get into the battle. So you only need 30 accuracy, which means you probably only need 50 to 80 resistance. And we have stuns, we have stacks of this fungal poison to deal with. We have the spiderlings going down, and they build up stacks every time they go down, so we're going to want to kill those. We have knock up, we do have, so there's some crowd control. Like, there's a lot going on here. The spiderlings are the big thing, you're going to want to kill those. And they inflict a defense penalty there, we don't want that. But yeah, manualing this battle is going to be the key to get rid of those spiderlings sooner rather than later. And I don't mean manual the whole thing, I just mean manualing your AoE damage dealers. So as you saw for my team, like, I'm bringing in Goom, who we get for free just by doing 60 levels of Fey Meander, which is completely obtainable by any free-to-play player, as long as you played for a whole season at the very least. Very, very obtainable to get that hero for free, and he's got a great aura. We're using Loris, the tank, who's frost and brings attack penalty. Usha is the only frost hero, so this is not ideal. Or sorry, the ice, I should say, the ice tank. I think we're going to go ahead and use some cold plus HP for our bonus. But yeah, Usha's the only frost hero, actually, not ice, frost. So she's going to do a lot less damage than she has potential to do, because she's not going to be using her ultimate when frost is applied. She's only going to be doing half the damage. But I found it better to use Goom in here instead of another frost hero, at least another rare frost hero. I was going to put Rava, but I'm like, you know what? Goom is a little bit more universal and everyone should have him. So that's why we're using him. But I have Corian and Meredith, and they're healing. And you don't even need them that high a level, but I want them to survive. So Loris here is going to be placing attack penalties. Usha, I'm just making her hit. Goom here, watch, we're going to manual him. Make sure he at least hits one of the spiderlings. We want to kill some of them. So sooner rather than later. And again, we're just manualing our DPS, which is Usha and Goom, to hit as many as possible. Ideally, multiple spiderlings and the boss at the same time, or at least a couple spiderlings, you know, one spiderling and the boss at the same time. Or the back row of all the spiderlings, just trying to get rid of them. So I see Usha's a little quirky to use, so she's just going to hit one plus the boss. But imagine how much better Usha's damage would be if I just had one other frost unit in this team. We have no cleanser to get rid of the debuffs, too, guys. Look at that. No cleanser. Goom provides some crowd control, which is great against these spiderlings as well. He's just a really good hero. I really love him for content and like attainable for everybody once you get through your early parts of season 1 at least. So Usha, again, we're just going to try to smash the boss and finish it up. Goom, I'm about to use, but I think he's going to die before I have a chance. Or do I? Yeah, he died before I got a chance to use his AoE one more time. But we're almost done here. So Usha, it's going to be all you. And Usha, without a boost of a Frost Enabler, is still able to handle this. And this is just rares, which are skilled, yes, but rare skills should be very easy for you to have by now, given that it's been a whole season. This is season 2. You should have rare scrolls on hand. And I'm assuming you have some epics to put in some of the place of these heroes. Like maybe instead of Goom, you can get away with Rava or someone else to help Usha and just smash a little bit harder. But yeah, job done, Famiander. Rare heroes, rare gear, no legendary artifacts, and a free hero that's an epic. Boom, to collect our first Healer Light die. And this is only on day 3 of the entire season.